group. To group objects, we can simply select them and go to Object, Group. We can also use Ctrl G for keyboard shortcut. When objects are grouped, they will treat it like one object. So when we click to select one of these objects, the other objects belonging to that group will be selected also. We can move, rotate, or scale them as if they are one object. In terms of the layer panel, group can be considered as special sublayer, because when we create a group, we actually create a special sublayer, as we can see in this layer panel. To ungroup object, we can simply go to Object, Ungroup, or hit the Shift Ctrl G button on the keyboard. Although you can select object belonging to a group directly from the layer panel like this, I really discourage you from doing that. Why? Because when your artwork gets complicated, it is very hard to find objects with these small thumbnails. Even if you go to Layers Panel option in here and choose Panel option and make the thumbnails bigger like this, what you end up doing is actually making the layer panel even taller. Just imagine if you have hundreds of objects and you need to scroll all the way like this to find object you're looking for via these thumbnails. This is not the best way to work with Adobe Illustrator. So is there a better solution to work with group objects? Yes, there is, and it is called isolation mode. If you ever need to select and control objects belonging to a group, we can use a feature called isolation mode. Now this feature works not only for group, but it also works for single object. So for example, if I need to select this object, which is part of a group, we can simply double click on it. Notice up here, something has changed. We now see this strip of breadcrumbs indicating that we are inside a group, which is inside a layer. When we are in this isolation mode, we cannot select other objects outside this group. So it's like being inside a folder, and we can only access files in that folder. To go back outside from this isolation mode, we can do several things. First, we can double click again on empty area of the canvas. Notice the breadcrumbs up here are gone. Okay, now let me get back in. We can also click in this layer button in here, and this will level up the isolation mode to layer level. So basically, we can only select and work with layer 1 object and not the other layer. And finally, you can click this back arrow button to go out from isolation mode. Another way to enter isolation mode is by selecting an object and then right click and choose isolate in here. And to exit, you can also right click and choose exit isolation mode. The cool thing about isolation mode is that we can go in and out objects hierarchy even if they are multi-level deep. What I mean by that, if you have grouped objects which is inside another group objects, you can double click and double click again to go inside that object. And as I mentioned before, we can also isolate single object from the rest of the objects. So for example, I can double click on this group object. Now we are inside this group object. And then if I double click again on this object, we are inside this object. Notice the breadcrumbs up here indicate that we are inside an object which is a path. And the path is actually inside a group which is inside a layer. Using this method, we can focus on editing this path without any distraction from other objects. Again, to go back from isolation mode, the faster way to do it is by double-clicking on empty space like this. I use isolation mode a lot when using Adobe Illustrator and prefer this workflow instead of manually selecting sublayers in Layer Panel because you get to see the objects directly in real scale and in relation with other objects in the canvas.